Hey Doris, I'm back. I got called to do another reading for you. I just did one a couple days ago. Because there's something going on. I heard rumor mill and exposure of evidence proving a story that somebody's been spinning on somebody is false. Okay, so there's this. I kept seeing a man in a car, and he was speaking to somebody, a family member. Okay, like a male. This is a male family member, brother, cousin. Okay, something like that. Something made them very angry. They hang up the phone and they call another male family member. I don't know, but there's like family strife, family beef. Okay, there's some kind of rift between siblings. I'm hearing. Okay, somebody's in. Somebody doesn't agree with something that's going on, and something another person is choosing right now to take action on because it's something is just it's a big deal. There seems to be multiple things going on at once here. Um, it feels like there is an outside party. Okay, this could be you, feminine energy. Okay, you could have gone through a transformation. You could be spiritual. We have the owl here, a bird, some underworld type stuff, right? It's intuition, wisdom, things like that. Very intelligent. It's a very peaceful energy, calm, patient, graceful type energy. Okay. Somebody's been either held back or locked away or pinned down. Okay, it just feels like confined, kind of oppressed. Okay, like someone can come and go as they please, somebody can't. There's some kind of like being stuck in something. All right. I got the Pac-Man charm, which I've never pulled actually from like the over 3,000 charms I have. Uh, the Pac-Man charm with the ghost. As I was looking up what the ghost meant, because I had an idea and I don't have a meaning for Pac-Man ghost, and then I was looking at it. Pac-Man's yellow, it's solar plexus. Can be the place where like our intuition comes from, our creativity, things like that. But as I was looking at it, this is either somebody has transmuted their ghosts or shadow work or things from the past to bring in abundance for them. So with solar plexus, it can mean turning that, right, into some kind of venture, path, career, etc. I was, as I was looking at it, I was getting like mediumship, spiritual, spirit world messages, like speaking back and forth. You see what I'm saying, to like ancestors and spirit and stuff. I know it was very interesting. Um, but there's we got the wand and we've got one acorn. That's basically like the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. I got a little peace bead here, a bird in a cage and a bird outside the cage. There's a lock, and then there's a camera. So I don't know if somebody's been watching something, or if somebody keeps an eye on someone. If somebody likes to stay present, if somebody's recording something. Okay, there's something here about maybe photography or looking at memories, somebody looking at pictures, making new memories, something. Okay. But also, something that just came to me is when we look through a camera, things look different. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes when you put a camera in front of somebody, it can bring out their true self, right? They thrive in front of a camera. They seem to open up more. And a lot of times when we look through it and we're getting ready to take a picture, we notice things that we didn't with our naked eye. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Four-leaf clover, hedgehog, lotus flower, bamboo shoot with leaves. That's all good luck, abundance, growth, fertility. And then the pig here can mean, it can mean like, maybe eating too much or a messy lifestyle or bad habits. But it can also be knowing your inner worth. And this reading, is for Taurus, okay, and the second house. And that's all about self-worth, values, the things we place value in, security, etc. Okay. This is, our stability and things. With that elephant, we got the elephant too, and that's, things being moved out of the way, obstacles being removed. That's wisdom, grace, patience, intelligence. This is like someone, it kind of gives, I know who I am now. Someone is transformed in a beautiful way. And it feels like the abundance is coming in. We got, as I roll the dice and I see Libra and Pisces, and there's North Node, Jupiter, Pluto, and the Sun. And then there's over here, I see Venus and North Node, and on top is Mars in reverse. I don't know if someone else knew that somebody was pretty darn amazing and they didn't want them to like show up and show out. But somebody is showing up and showing out, and in the most phenomenal way. And there is that masculine energy that is angry, angry. I just heard because they missed their chance. Somebody's glow up is loud and bright. If you're not there yet, okay, maybe you're on your way, but it's big. And they didn't want people to see this, but it's happening. It almost feels like things have been happening behind the scenes that a lot of people didn't know about. Like they wanted to keep things hidden or under wraps. This is going to dismantle, break up, cause a lot of issues within community, friendships, groups, etc. There's some kind of like divine union. I heard spiritual spouse that's coming in. But yeah, somebody's been working in the shadows. Now, that can be good and bad, right? Keeping your moves quiet, etc. But also somebody working behind the scenes, good or bad, we don't know, right? But we're going to get into it, Taurus, because there's a beautiful energy. Pink and green could be significant. That's also heart chakra energy. Blue, maybe royal blue. I believe that's throat chakra. I also associate that color with Archangel Michael. Yeah, somebody's really mad. I mean, feels like somebody's getting hit with a lot of upsetting news, okay? Okay, Tor, this is like somebody planning something for not so great reasons. Selfish, self-serving reasons, possibly. Because it feels like this person's really mad that they're losing something, that they're planning, they're strategizing, whatever they were doing. It was all supposed to go according to plan. And it's like, I was so close. And it feels like Spirit said, no, it's that kind of thing. Like something was time. Yeah, it's, somebody's just so mad. Somebody's just so mad. Somebody's resisting transformation. Okay, so somebody didn't, this is almost like not wanting someone to go somewhere or to, this is like somebody was going to get something and jet. And because something wasn't okay in the background. Okay, I don't know. But it feels like someone knows or has an inkling, or there's just been a lot of turbulence. I said turbulence in someone's life unnecessarily. Okay. So maybe you've just been dealing with like a lot of spats or frustrations. Okay. Just having difficulty with things, feeling, stuck, maybe very slow moving. Somebody could be, yeah. Something is a messy situation. But I just heard created by the monster. Okay, somebody's going to see somebody as a monster, it feels like. I do know this man who is normally docile people are going to see their true colors. I don't know if they end up calling him the monster, but that's what I got through Spirit. So Spirit sees all, right? It's like maybe that's how they are internally. Because somebody's just wreaking havoc over here. Yeah, look at this. Reckless behavior. Resisting transformation. Reckless behavior. Somebody didn't want to stop something. Astral traveling. I just heard splinched. So you get splinched while astral traveling. Like stuck between realms or something. Like somebody's not. It feels like someone's mental state isn't they're not seeing I don't know what's really going on, or actual reality around them. Like somebody's created a reality around them or something. Okay, I don't. That's y'all. That will go with whoever it's supposed to go with. Okay, social media platform, that could be the camera. Online presence, somebody could have an online presence. Okay, with that 11th house in reverse, something could be either taking a long time to see something, or somebody could have another person shadow banned, or doing something behind the scenes to like lock something out for them. Okay, like IT, if they know IT or something like that. Look at this. Clairsalience, ability to detect psychic info via sense of smell. And then in alignment came out as well. So you could be in alignment, or something that it also could mean some kind of smell, or when smells come up, there's a reason. Like whenever you're smelling something, or whatever you're smelling, it's just like something, right? It's the sense of things, or out of the blue getting a whiff of something and there's no reason to get a whiff of it. That can be somebody astral traveling to you, which I know sounds crazy, but that's what I've learned about it when I've looked into it. Hiding their addiction. Somebody definitely did. That went way up here, upside down. Somebody definitely did not want something to come out. Look at the shocking news. Yeah, somebody didn't want something to come out. That somebody's got good karma. In alignment and good karma. Somebody thinks another person, I think they believe they're terrible. I don't know. We got some of this in, I believe, your last reading, where somebody got duped or something, but they felt justified in their actions. Like something that they did to another person was okay. I don't know if I don't know. But if I remember correctly, because I don't remember a lot of readings, I channel so much during them that I most of the time forget what I say. But I don't know if somebody felt they were right. I was getting some kind of like covert narcissistic tendency type things. Somebody really could believe that they were 100% justified for doing something. It's possible. And a lot of times people will do something so terrible and you'll be like, how do you sleep at night? Well, if have been on the internet in the past couple of years, even like, you know why people like that tend to almost seem like they don't have a soul. It is wild. And if you watch Supernatural, the humans on there, right, who end up losing their souls or whatever, and they're still around, okay, they act like that. They're cold and they don't care. They smirk. It's wild to see. There's partial truths. Hold on. I got something earlier about saying partial truths, or they only say certain things because if they told the whole truth about something, it would make them look bad or something like that, like destroy them or something. There's a romantic breakup, separation, and reconciling a romantic partnership with an ex, and burned bridges. Okay, I don't know if somebody thinks they're going to do this, if they said they're going to do this, if that bridge is burned and it's not going to happen, or if another person they were with, they burned. I don't know. Okay, something seems messy, and it feels like somebody's too late to the party. Like they should have. I just heard they should have known better than to do what they did to somebody. Something was not as hidden as they claim it was, or something. Like something was out in the open. They could have seen something going on. They chose to ignore it. Okay, something like that. Willful ignorance or whatever the heck that is. But wow, I don't mean this in a bad way. This energy of this like docile man feels, lack of a better term, airheaded. Like out of it. Okay? Not in a sense that they're not intelligent, or it's not that. I don't know if it's like lack of self-awareness, or somebody really thinks that they do nothing wrong. And somebody keeps busy mindless scrolling, TV, there's something constant. Because once they slow down, they start to feel, and then they start to think, their anxiety, because they get worried about something. So somebody stays like constantly busy to avoid healing or emotions or something. Self-medicating with illegal substances. Well, that's no bueno. Somebody's out here balancing a ton of tasks at once. This can be that, right, where somebody's doing a lot, but that's not what this feels like. This feels like there's somebody who can come and go, and there's somebody who can't. And it feels like they have a lot to do, or they've been left with a lot to do. Okay, something like that, which is not, that's not really abnormal. Yes, some situations are worse than others, but if you've got one part of a partnership that's just a butt face, that's what happens. Prepare for 555. Sorry, guys. 555. Prepare for a positive, significant change in your life. Be open to the new and let go of the old. Angels and guides are with you and supporting you through this. And a financial breakthrough or a positive career promotion. Yeah, look, somebody's out here they have dharma, good karma, and somebody has bad karma. Somebody has to pay for something. Okay, take that as you want to. Sex-based connection and car accident. Let's get a couple more. Situation or relationship with a man. Uses karmic readers to produce a false narrative to throw others off the trail, off the right trail. So they could pay people to say something, okay? Karmic readers, for me, what I meant when I wrote this, they are people that do it strictly to make money. This is not to help anybody. This is not help. This is for the clicks. This is for the money. They do not put their heart and soul into this. This is not like an obsession. They absolutely love it. If you do, this is what I have come to learn. If you do tarot, divination, those types of things, it's a bit of an obsession. You love it. It is your hobby. It is your job. It is your life. You love it. Like, you thoroughly enjoy it. Can't get enough. Can't learn enough. Like, you want to create your own cards. You want to learn about other cards. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a constant. It never stops. These are people, they do not care. And they will read whatever. They will, put cards out and then read completely different thing than whatever the cards say. Not because they don't know. It's because they're not reading from the cards. They're not even, do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't need to get into that. Psychiatric hospitalization. Holy crow and heavens. Somebody might be getting like put on a 24-hour suicide watch or something, like a lockdown floor, or just be put in some type of institution, right? Like a behavioral health facility. Attempted murder exposed. Clairtangency, being able to detect psychic info via hands, holding an antique. For example, holding an antique and receiving info from it, like the owner's stories, etc. That kind of thing, where you can touch stuff. That is also the same with like being an energy reader. You can touch something. You can feel the vibrations. You can get the vibes off of it. You can do it with people. Okay. Objects. It's wild. You can do it like via, I get that too with like empathic energy reading, being by somebody and their energy. I can like feel it on my skin. Does that make sense? It's like that. And divine intervention. Because something had to happen. You might even feel, you could feel like, shifts in energies, and feel when things, like when something happens. And I don't mean internally. I don't mean that type of way. I mean literally, like on your skin. I remember when I started this journey and I started looking into like the different types of clairs. I don't know if y'all have ever done that, but if you think you have any of them, look into them. And I looked into them and I was like, what the heck? Because I'm like, I can do all of those. Like, have you ever had something your whole life and not even realized that's what it was? That was for me. Talk about a freaking eye opener. When I realized like what certain things were, and I was like, oh, that's what that was? Life changing. I was like, that'd come in handy a long time ago. But, that's how it is. Over Taurus. Yep, they're trying to stop you from getting what you want. That's what it is. Keep your moves quiet at this time. Okay, so anything coming in, anything you're planning, dating, career-wise, ideas, things like that, I would not tell a lot of people about it, okay? Like, no social media, not, I mean, if you're going to tell somebody, make sure it's somebody that you can absolutely trust and you know is not going to tell anyone, and you have phenomenal perception. Clairtangency and clairsalience are not, they are not the more common clair, okay? So to pick up on that and be able to recognize it, that's a big deal. Because a lot of people go, oh, I'm in the mood for this. Like, I have a taste for tacos. And they literally taste tacos in their mouth. That's like clairsalience. And people don't, or if out of the blue, you can take, I mean, I'm telling you, one time I was driving my car and out of the blue, it tasted like I just took a bite of spaghetti. And I was like, why am I tasting spaghetti? And then it was like, why am I smelling garlic bread? I was in my car. There was no food in my car. I had not gone to an Italian restaurant. Like, there was no reason for that to happen. And then a couple days later, I was doing a reading. Something came up about like the mob and the mafia in some Italian restaurant. And I was like, what in the heck? And then a little bit after that, I was watching one of the readers I enjoy on YouTube. And they mentioned something about pasta or spaghetti. Somebody could be having that, or it sounds good to them. And I was like, that is wild. So it was like whatever was going on at that time, it was just kind of like a message that I was receiving, you know? It was so, that stuff is so wild to me. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Continue listening to your intuition. There are people in your situation that are working against you. And there's their excessive negative thoughts and emotions about you led them to sending negative spell work towards you. Well, that's no bueno. You outgrew their version of you. Yeah, you're not the same person that whatever they did when they left you, you are not that person anymore. And they could very much be treating you like you're still that person. A lot of times I've noticed personally that if somebody still does that, it's because they haven't truly healed or grown or done any of the shadow work, etc. themselves. So they're still meeting you in their lower energy, if that makes sense. That's my experience. You are a divine messenger doing your job for the Most High proudly. Yeah, y'all do something. Social media influence something. Y'all do something. Yeah, a couple more for Taurus here. Money slash property through an inheritance, winnings, or windfall is coming to you soon. You are the lamp that guides the way for others. Continue standing up for yourself and speaking your truths. They gossip about you daily. Y'all, I mean, you got fans, okay? I just heard haters are your biggest motivators. Okay. You're a very positive social media influencer, and there's a hardcore crush. Somebody has a hardcore crush on you, and they're reaching out to you soon. I mean, I don't obviously know specifically, but with that, I was getting like that spiritual spouse, divine union, whatever it was that I got, and that could be that. I don't know if something shocking news. Yeah, you were right about something. Okay, you were right about something. Something's going to be shocking. Okay, that's what something's this masculine's mad about. Part of it that this masculine is mad about is because you were right about something. Something's coming in or being told you or something, I don't know, that you were right about. Okay, and that's got somebody just burning in their britches. Take that out. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that's not literally. That's terrible. Let's see. We're gonna do tarot first. Interesting. I don't usually do tarot first, so we're gonna do tarot first though. Past. We got Queen of Wands here. That's like a very bold, magnetic, okay, energy. They're not afraid to speak their truth. They're not afraid to go after what they want. Okay. Sunflowers can be significant. Cats. It can be a very fiery, passionate person. Somebody very confident. Okay. They can be a little witchy. But this is someone who, they're sparky, right? They speak their mind. And they can be very passionate about whatever they're doing. And they speak that way. A lot of times they can be taken the wrong way. Like, somebody could be seeing them as bitchy, okay? Having a tone. The Queen of Wands is very passionate about whatever they're doing. And that tends to come across. They could like use their hand to talk and be very animated. They just have a lot of passion and confidence. And they will take action on things. And if there's no King of Wands energy, right? A Queen of Wands will like almost automatically assume a leadership role where she goes. People tend to follow her, etc. And the Queen of Wands energy can be good and bad, like any energy, right? Some people use that to their advantage. Some people don't. Some people use it for good, right? To motivate others and themselves, etc. In the present, we've got the Five of Pentacles. Could be interesting. This person here, that color looks like the same color on the inside of this Queen of Wands cape. But that is someone who either their, health is bad, okay? Could be finances, or this feels like lack of resources or something. Look at this. This is the future. Yeah, we're going to look. I don't know if you end up mastering that wand energy or maybe. This future is kind of like what's hidden, what you don't see coming or what you can't see yet, etc. Okay. Wow. I said, what's the obstacle? And these cards, I mean, wow, these cards flew out real quick. Yes, somebody's trying to block your forward movement to get stability. They're holding you back. Somebody's trying to block something. They're holding you back from moving forward. Yes. They're being straight arseholes. 100%. They were like this. Yeah, they don't. I'm telling you. This feels like the Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. That feels like doing a lot. That feels like like resources, energy, everything. Like there's a lot of motivation this person has to not have you go forward. This is rough. It's like they want you to fight for stability and make something extremely difficult. It does feel like they're trying to block something from coming to you. Like they're trying to either intercept it or like keep it for themselves or hide it or something. Something's weird with that. That's a weird, that's a weird energy. It's almost like you expect something or you keep trying to move forward and it feels like there's a blockage. It's a person. They're doing something. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. And it does feel like it has to do with just making things like overly complicated, very frustrating, and holding back resources from you. Okay, I just heard a douche nozzle. Somebody's a douche nozzle. Here's a douche nozzle. External influence. This is the person. This is the person on the outside. A King of Swords energy. Look at that face. And look at these colors. They're dulso. They're very honest. They do things by the book. This does not feel like this person is like that. Okay, y'all. I'm holding this card, and it's like somebody opened up a freezer, like ice. There is no emotion. None. I don't know what the hell. Somebody is like, they're just stoic. Not unlike an air sign. This is the energy from this card is icy. I told you, like someone, like the airheadedness, nothing. If you were to measure someone's empathy, compassion, ability to reflect, all right, on a 0 to 10 scale, this dude is like a 0. There is nothing on this energy. It is cold. It is, I mean, it's crazy. Like even the card feels like, oh yeah, the vibration off that card is not good. Okay, well, he's even looking away from all these. I mean, this King of Wands is checking out this Queen of Wands. And this King of Swords looking over here. I don't know, man. He's got his mind on something. Guidance. This feels like something's going to clear up for you. Or why does it feel like some kind of, something about stay steadfast. Some kind of confusion is going to clear up, okay? Why am I getting cobwebs? Like if you have cobwebs in your head or you feel like you can't focus, limit distractions. Limit your choices, okay? Time block if you have to, or if there's like prioritized tasks. For instance, like this is something I've been thinking about implementing, which I'm going to, but I mean, it's just kind of been running through my head. The things that you want to get done every day, okay? Write those down. What's the absolute most important? That goes to the top of the list. So it's like, and then they go in accordance, right? Um, because it feels like somebody has like maybe ADHD, or they're trying to handle a lot and they're like, I'm not really sure what the hell where do I start, right? That's what this feels like. Do the most important task first, okay, if it's feasible. And then for the other tasks, okay, if you have big tasks, break them down into smaller tasks. If your room needs cleaned, you don't have to clean your entire room that day. Just do a part of it. You can get like little timers. You can set a timer on your phone. Those little, like, I don't know, Pomodoro timers or whatever I have one, I don't know what it's called. But you can set it to different increments of things. And when that goes off, you're done with that task. Allow yourself to move on and then work on it more the next day. You don't have to like complete a whole task in one day. And there's also too, like, if you feel like you don't want to be just like work, 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 work. I'm working on household chores or tasks, and I've got to clean this and I've got to do this. If you've got a bunch of that and you're like, I want to be able to have time for me too. Say you are somebody who scrolls on, I don't know, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the heck you do. Okay. I mean, do that. Allow yourself to have those breaks, but time it. And when that timer goes off, stop. Even if you're in the middle of watching something, if you're in the middle of reading something, stop. Because you can save that post, go back to it, and then continue with the next task. This is not something you're going to change overnight. That's for damn sure. But it's a very good place to start, right? Because this is like almost feeling like you're drowning and you don't have to tackle everything at once. You don't have to make a choice right away. You don't have to tackle everything at once. So if something comes in and you're like, I don't know what to do, you don't have to make a choice right away. That's what that feels like. Which, I mean, goes in line with the tasks. You don't have to finish them all in one. Just break it up. It's not that, I know, Taurus, you're fixed, I believe. When you start something, you want to finish it. You need to get out of that programming. Because you can let those things build up. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I just mean try to look at it a little different. Yes, there are things you have to finish, obviously. But those bigger tasks, or when there's a bunch of little stupid ass tasks, don't overwhelm yourself and be like, I'm going to tackle all this today. Man, pick 30 minutes worth of stuff and do it. You will feel more accomplished for doing that. Over time, all those little things get done. And by doing that and setting the timers and stuff, you can end up getting more done, or realize at the end of the day, holy crap, I got this, this, and this done. Because a lot of times we don't realize how long we scroll on our phones, or how long we take, doing things that really aren't necessary. I'm not huge, on scrolling social media. There are times where I take a break and it's like comedic relief, and it's good fun. But there are people that do it several times a day. Every chance they get, it's like they're refreshing their like Twitter feed or whatever the heck it's called, Facebook. It's constant, and it's like, okay, I don't really know why people do that. It seems boring, but people do. Okay, that can consume a ton of time. Most likely outcome. This feels like your dharma. That's 7-7 right here. 7-7, and this is 7-7. 3, 4, and 7. That's 7-7. And this is 5-5. 5. You got 7-7, 7-7, 5-5-5, and 5-5-5 came out in your card, the number. But this is what you've been working on, investing on, waiting on. It's worth it. The reward is worth the wait, and this does feel like your dharma. A lot of times the 6 of Pentacles can be like receiving good karma, or what you put out, you're getting back. This feels like you've built up so much of it. Does that make sense? Like you've given a lot. And the like fruits of your labor are starting to come in. And it's judgment. This can be your path, your purpose. You could be calling something up. This could be like a past life person. Judgment, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, This feels like somebody coming in to tell you something or give you something. Somebody, this is like, yeah, somebody's being stopped in their tracks. Like acting smooth. Almost like a switcheroo or something. Like somebody was trying to mask something. They didn't want you to see something coming. But that's what this inheritance, this whatever's due to you. Yeah, see, somebody was trying to get away with something. Like trying to be nice to your face, but get away with something behind the scenes. And look at here. Here's the light. Look at that. Oh, that feels like, not so fast. Oh, baby. That's like the universe comes out of the blue and I just heard, yep. Yep. Oh, baby. Let's check out this Queen of Wands from the past here. In this past position. Somebody... okay, somebody thought something was a love relationship, or somebody loved them, or... yes, thought somebody loved them. Something was passion, lust-based. It's very bold, too. But something's lusty. I just heard frivolous with their body. Remember how I said there can be good Queen of Wands energy and not so great? Somebody thought something was love. No, somebody was just coming in because they wanted... and it feels like they used that, too. To their advantage. There's more to this. I don't know if... because you've got in the present the Five of Pentacles. That could be bad health. Incentive. Ooh, this could be like... I'm getting two separate energies here. Yes? There's two Queen of Wands in a situation? Hold on, guys. There's some passionate action taker, like the Queen of Wands that I described. Someone who's very bold. Okay? Creativity. Somebody who comes in... like I said, remember how I said when somebody comes in because there isn't a King of Wands energy, right? Somebody comes in and they take charge. They're bold. Nobody else is doing it. They step up. That's the Knight of Wands energy, honestly. That's what they do. But it's like they run into the burning building when nobody else does. You know. They gotta save a goldfish. Like, they do those things. But see how it's thinking? Somebody, when they go in and do something and they're very either high-spirited or very passionate, it's all from a very good place. It's not bad, okay? And somebody's very... this could be that the gifted stuff. But on another end of that, it's like there's this love-bombing, sexually spirited person. Yes. Yes. This is somebody who cannot handle things. All right, this is like somebody wanted to win. They didn't want to be juggled. Somebody didn't want to be a part of something. This is imbalanced. But showing up like this. Do you see what I'm saying? This is fast, instant gratification type stuff. It's love bombing. Instant gratification. It's like almost like somebody appeared very confident. Okay. But, oh. Somebody thought they were winning something. Yeah, there's a lot of turbulence too. That's that giving me that too. But it feels, I'm telling you, there's a reason that turbulence is there. Somebody did that. It could have been further in the... it was. Okay, yes, it was. I just heard yes, it was. Something was further in the past. I just heard 6 months to 3 years. Maybe 4. Okay, there's like something in the past that somebody did. Put somebody in a financial bind or something. It made something very unstable and they made something very difficult. But somebody didn't... this is like not wanting to be... this is like somebody juggling and they drop the other person and rush in. But it feels like they didn't think... like they were in the right. That's what that's giving me. Somebody wanted to be picked over another person. They wanted to be the clear winner. And they used, yes, they absolutely, this feels like you do this for me and I do this for you. And it feels like they were, gosh, it feels like they were owed something or they were going to be given something. This is weird. There's a lot of chaotic energy in the past. A lot of like, going round and round with something. A lot of going around and round. Something in the past is, like diluted or partial truths. Again, like not everything is out. That night I want distant future endings. Yeah, this is a quickie. They come in for something, they leave. This is like love bombing. It's quick. Something's quick. Man. Yeah, here it is. There's the karmic reader. Five of Pentacles. This feels like like, find people that need. That's not what this is. They're using divination to keep someone in the Five of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. I thought that doesn't feel right. Yeah, no. Somebody wants to keep another person out in the cold. They want to keep them in lack. With that social media influencer coming out earlier and all the other things, you could do spiritual work online, okay? Somebody wanted to control something, control like how something was seen, or say that you were manipulating something. But it also feels like people doing divination to figure out what you're doing. But I told you, with that camera and stuff, it feel like they're trying to keep something secret. Yeah, baby. Partial truths. Not having all the facts. Like being uncertain about stuff and you can't you're not moving forward and you're like, what the hell's going on? Yeah. They wanted somebody to be stuck in their head on whether or not they should be doing something or not. That's what that is. Making them so busted and broken that they give it up. Somebody's supposed to be doing this. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it feels like someone's supposed to be in that type of role. And this, I'm telling you, has something to do with this damn King of Swords. I don't like that energy. This energy is nasty. I don't like that energy. It's rare that I get a good energy off of a King of Swords. I do. I do, but not often. Okay. It depends on the deck, you know, because the energies change with different decks that I use, but this feels like an energy of somebody looking like they're docile, okay? That they're very calm, okay? Do you see the color? It's very muted colors and, you know, they sit in authority. Like, they're just very calm. Like, flat affect. No. It's ice cold. And that it feels like they appear one way, but they, like, rule another way. I don't like that energy at all. I just heard it stinks. It stinks. Somebody's energy could stink. Okay, they could have an odor to them that doesn't smell good. If it's new, right? If you know this person and they haven't always had an odor and you smell something now and it's not a good odor, that's their energy. I mean, it could be like if they're doing some type of dark energy manipulation work coming back on them. It can be a spirit on it. Can be all kinds of things, but that's their energy. So if you do have those gifts, you would be able to tell with someone. King of Wands. There's your Nine of Pentacles person. This is... Is this it? There's like... It's like legal issues. Your purpose. There's some kind of wake-up call for someone. This Nine of Pentacles. This is court case, lawsuit, legal troubles, okay, proceedings. This is something. Something's being seen. Something's being seen. Who the real gem is? Look at this. Yep, somebody was sending voodoo. They were saying that somebody else was doing it. Somebody was slandering. They sure did. Somebody was slandering. Oh, man. Someone was genuine. It's their ancestors. Giving somebody help. Yes, look at this. A karmic femme was hiding something. She was, yeah, this is pretending to be a good person. That they were doing things for the right reason. Somebody, oh, did somebody, oh, somebody did a big no-no here. There's something here with, why does this feel like destiny swapping? Somebody was told they could swap something around successfully. That's what this feels like. Like somebody was told they could swap something around successfully. I just heard erase someone. I need more. Erase someone. That is, I don't know. It's like this. It's like somebody was pretending they had someone else's calling or someone else's gifts or someone else's like lineage or something. This is weird as heck. They wanted someone else's life. Somebody's protected. Somebody's protected. Yeah, some new beginning. See? There's protection here. Somebody also, this is like somebody thinking they were like they were going to get away with something. Something's protected. I just heard spirit got you. Spirit got you. Yeah, there's something here. Something's going to like, you don't have to worry about something. Something's protected. That's what you can't see. There's a final decision being made. And that's prosperity, financial stability, etc. But there's this too. You made the right choice. You protected your energy. Yeah, this feels like whenever there's worry or something, right? Like you can feel something. I'm telling you, you can feel something. Someone is being protected. You, someone else. You and somebody else. Because a final decision's been made. Yeah, this is work. This is like a collaboration or something. It's like a creative, I'm telling you, it's like a creative job. And there's like a, I told you, because somebody's restricted. So it's like using your gifts in a way, right? Like this, okay? Where it's like using your gifts to help others. And it also helps yourself, etc. But your primary reason for doing it is not just for money. It's to help others. Yeah, somebody was really making someone look like they were doing something for money. They were manipulating. They were trying to get attention. They were like somebody was really, I mean, spirit said it, a douche nozzle. Okay, look, I already know, we already know what these crazy ass obstacles are. This King of Swords, man, he's, I don't know, he pissing me off. Look at, he's worried. This fucking King of Swords. I told you, the airhead. Look at this. Four Pentacles. Fear of change. Look at balance, in alignment. This feels like somebody's power. Someone ascending, being in alignment, wanting to hold somebody back. They didn't want somebody, he don't want to lose anything. He wants to hold on to shit. And this feels like, I'm sorry. I just looked at those again, and this is like, they have all this stuff on them. They do have an attachment. There's like a being stuck. Remember I told you somebody like in a different, like they're splinched, right? Like they're stuck in another place. A specter? Somebody thinks they saw something or something's following them or like paranormal activity or something kind of. Something freaked someone out. Yeah, somebody has something on them. I don't know. This is, remember that we got that SMEX-based connection, etc. Partial truths. There was some funny business here. Somebody ended up with something on them. And they don't. Yeah, man. Message. Hermit. Yeah. Yep, there it is. Yep. I just heard stuck like glue. See, somebody did something. And I think it's whomever they thought was their hot toddy. Somebody went into somebody bulls blazing. Somebody went into something bulls blazing. Wands first. Happy as can be. Got themselves a catch. That's what I'm hearing. Bulls blazing. What the hell is that? Anyway, so somebody that's a lot of like, oof, yeah, red and stuff. Ooh, okay. I mean, somebody thought they were like the shiz, apparently. Somebody did something. Yeah, there was manipulation done by this person for something. I'm telling you, this is like, I'm going to win. I look, yeah, I'm the winner. Haha. It does feel kind of like an ultimatum or something. And someone was yeah, there's a lot of like coercion with their body to do stuff, which is not so great. To each their own, but not so great. It's a sticky energy. Something's a sticky energy. Yeah. And it's stuck like glue on this person. And now they're stuck with it for a lifetime. Now they're stuck with it for a lifetime. Somebody's reaping what they've sown. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see? I said this, what's your guidance? The Seven of Cups right here. The Seven Pentacles. It's slow progress. You don't have to get everything done at once. Exactly. Patience. Patience. You do it little by little, right? You keep doing things, plucking away. And eventually, ta-da! Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Love that. I'm telling you. And then you get to the outcome. All these sevens. All these sevens. Yeah. What took so long? What took so long? Yes, this outcome. What took so long is because somebody was trying to attach themselves to your work. They're trying to like shadow ban it. This feels like you're getting more, right? When I told you you give back and you get back in return, that's the Six of Pentacles. This is more. That's what this feels like. It feels like somebody else is, well, they have to reflect on what they did, but yeah, this feels like somebody put something on somebody's work or like a tracer or something so that something wouldn't come up in an algorithm. Yeah, there's this, look at Five of Pentacles. This Earth Angel, Intuitive Kev, Earth Angel, is in Five of Pentacles in bondage. Man, transmuting all kinds of crazy ass energy. Praying to end a damn cycle with the King of Swords. Like, I cannot, yes, look at that. You're just getting hits by somebody trying to just run shit. Oh, the Most High is going crazy. This is nuts. This is like somebody being like, are you fucking crazy? That's funny. That is funny. Yep. See? Look at this. Here, again, more protection. The delay was protection. You're being protected. You persevered, but you knew something. This is like, I know my calling. I know what I'm supposed to do. You kept going. Like, I know who I am. I told you that self-worth. Something was very frustrating, though, because somebody was putting, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I don't know. Look, you know why? Like, as readers, I think we get so frustrated with this stuff. You see readers, like, we get attitudes when we read because we're like, are you fucking kidding me right now? It's because we can't fathom that. Can't fathom doing that to somebody. It seems like just been wild. That's what I said. There's so many different like moving parts, so many things going on. Because there's multiple secrets here. There's multiple things. Somebody's, that's where that like something's blowing up here. Somebody's mad because this person can't get something off of them. Somebody's too strong. This is why they're mad. Somebody's a leader. Somebody's an alpha energy. They tried to do this to an alpha energy. That's why, to block creativity, playing mind games. They're toxic, causing all kinds of blockages and interfering. They were doing all kinds, man, this is like trying to, oh gosh. This feels like a big energy. Like somebody's a big energy. Somebody knows it and they want to dim another person's light. And yep. Look at this. They wanted to bind you so bad that you snapped. That's not happening. That's not happening. That's what they wanted. Look at this. Look at that. This is a dark group. A dark group. Oh my gosh. Somebody's like shocked that, oh, hell no. This feels like you've got big protection, guarded, saved. They've been trying to keep something locked away, but this feels like Archangel Michael. This feels like Archangel Michael. Holy shit. Lucifer. Who took him down? That's what this feels like. You're safe. You're too strong. You have, yeah, see, alone? Somebody thinking that you're alone? Yeah, you're not. You're not alone. See? Your guides are there. You're not alone. Man, something about, I'm telling you. This is like, I'm telling you, somebody watching, trying to say that somebody's trying to manipulate somebody and use them. This is because they were left or something? Look at that. Lying. Look at that. Like gossiping about somebody's creative. This is unbelievable. Somebody was definitely attacking your second house. Your stability, your self-worth, how you saw yourself. Why does this feel like this feels like, I told you, somebody's very simple. They like peace, right? But this is like somebody saying you just want stuff. That's not what you want. You don't just want stuff. I'm here and cleaning out my closet by Eminem. You don't just want stuff. This feels like you went through everything you needed to. Someone else, there's some kind of despair here. And there's something about parents or, I don't know, like a passed on loved one or something. I'm telling you, somebody has psychic gifts and somebody's trying to say they're lying. They're using for manipulation. They just want attention. They just want this. They just want that. I don't know. I mean, I have an idea of who put that in somebody's head, right? Because we've got some shady characters up in here and the parents came out. It could even be somebody's parents, but it feels like this, whoever this sex-based connection, crazy love bombing, whatever the hell that is, trying to make all this, there is a lot of slander. This feels like, I don't know if, I gotta tell you, this feels like people doing something behind the scenes to take it to spiritual court, right? To go to their ancestors and say, this person is pretending to do this and this and this. It's mine. It's the other way around. It's the other way around. Someone's authentic and another person is basically, it feels like, wants to be them. I don't understand this energy. It's very yucky. It's sticky. Okay. It's funky energy. Sticky. Like stuck on the bottom of your shoe bubble gum, man. This is gross energy, but, thanks, Spirit. This is like somebody's been put through the ringer. They've been put through a lot unnecessarily. And it feels like it's due to a rumor or gossip or something that somebody started. But I just heard loose lips sink ships. Somebody is, okay, just a gossiping person. They pull shit out of thin air to talk bad about someone for no reason. This is somebody mind your business. This is like, I sort of haven't talked to them in years. But somehow they know all about someone else's life. See, here's that spiritual union. There's a spiritual union in here. That's going to create some kind of hope and optimism. This is good. This is positive. This could even be children. Like children are hoping for something. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's, whatever happens over here. Yeah, I just heard yes. Whatever happens over here with some family issue that everything goes bonkers. There's strife, there's anger, what the hell ever goes on. This Earth Angel, intuitive Kev, right? Kids could be involved. Somebody's big. That's big. Something's big. So the energy feels, oh, oof. Two people's energy together, y'all. I feel like somebody just laid a blanket of like lavender flowers over me. Two people's energy together is like amazing. Wow. Okay, that is It does. It feels like somebody's kids or something. There's people on this energy side that are going to be really excited about something, really happy about something. Like something is like elation. I don't know what the hell that is because that feels like it's out there, okay? I just heard sooner than you think. I just heard sooner than you think. I picked up this deck. Look at that. Okay, sooner than you think. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Somebody who will bring you flowers when you're sick. They're powerful, passionate, magnetic, intuitive. They're workers. Somebody is shocked that somebody was not really promiscuous or anything like that and didn't just let anybody in. Somebody was somebody thought something was going to work. And something did not work. Somebody couldn't get in. Shielded something? Okay, did you shield mirrors or something in your home? Or get rid of mirrors in your home? Okay, cover them up possibly, right? You can do protection things on them, whatever. Somebody was trying really hard for something to work because they didn't want, man, I'm telling you, something is going to blow up a family because I just heard the good brother. Something is fucking wild out here. It is, this feels like a whole ass community of people is going haywire because you've got this group, you've got friends that are going to be like, what the, you've got a family that's going to be like, what the, and then over here, you've got these people being like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, you know, my mom or my dad or my best friend or whatever, like have this person, like something is amazing to them. And somebody didn't want, man, I don't know. But there's a lot of work being done and a lot of lies to make somebody think that all of the work being done and working with all these people has actually been a good person. Like somebody sleeping with the enemy. Like somebody was lying straight to their face saying, yeah, they're doing this and this. They were not. The person saying they were is the person doing it. Why am I getting this energy of like somebody making something up, showing somebody? Somebody's been like showing somebody, see, look at, they did this. See, look at, they did this. They just friend requested. They just sent me this. They're trying to DM me. They're trying to this and that. They won't leave me alone. Somebody keeps showing somebody something. I don't know what the hell that is. Something's made up or something. AI. I don't know what the hell. Somebody's doing something. Who has that kind of time? Y'all. Not me. If I have that kind of time, I'm coming up with an idea that's going to help me, right? Like streamline my home or organize this area. Like, I don't know. People just, they do wild things out there, boo. When I was pulling those charms, I was getting the energy of like someone's dreams are coming true. No shit. Like wildest dreams are coming true. Something's wild. Like somebody heard these wildest dreams by, I'm hearing Taylor Swift songs. Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift, and it's that, what's the song? I'm hearing Wild Horses now. The hell? They're showing me the Mark Wahlberg, Reese Witherspoon spoon. Reese Witherspoon spoon. What the fuck? Reese Witherspoon. I can see the image. It's the roller coaster scene from Fear. They're showing me that. Okay. Well, there's that. But the song I was hearing before that was, my reputation's never been worse. You must like me for me. See, because somebody's been talking shit about somebody. Somebody's not listening to it because they know this person. They're going in anyway. This is fucking wild. This has been coming out slowly in readings, y'all. And I've been getting like that energy, and I've said it a couple times, and I've been like, okay, why am I getting this as somebody's brother? This is wild. It is. And I think it was Pisces reading. I think it was a Pisces reading, I don't know, a couple months ago, okay? That brother is a cop. I was getting like law enforcement type thing. Now, that doesn't have to be this, right? But I just heard it is. Look, y'all. Somebody's like, they're a legit person. Okay, I don't know what the hell they do in law enforcement. I don't know, you know, but they do something like that. They don't mess around. Like somebody's an extremely well-balanced person, I just heard. They're a giver. They're very honest, very transparent, very patient. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody's energy is it's like two energies come together. I told you, I felt like a blanket of like lavender. It's like, it's so chill, so calm, healing, protective. Like something is like wrapped. It's wild. I don't know, y'all. That's what I got. Okay. I hope this helps somebody. There's a lot of crazy energies in here. And I think this reading part of the energies that are going on is in the Taurus reading I said a couple days ago. That is tied. Yeah, I just heard. Yes, it is. That is tied to whatever this crazy ass situation is. Okay. Okay. Y'all, this shit's nuts. I can't wait until like this wild situation is gone because it's been heavy. I think a lot of it has to do with, I was reading something the other day that's like about big things in astrology that's really creating a lot of shakeups and twists and turns and all kinds of stuff. So it kind of hit me like, oh, maybe that's why readings have been so nuts, because people's lives have been kind of going through upheaval and changes and things like that. So, but I don't know. I can't wait for it to die down, right? I'm talking, hey, at least for those people going through it. I mean, this is I don't mean this in a bad way. This is my entertainment. Like, I love this. It's like my tea, you know? I don't really watch TV. I don't do reality shows. I don't really get into social media. Tarot. I love tarot. So, it makes for an interesting story nonetheless. That's what I have for y'all. Okay. Be a good human. Give the day a good you. Till next time. Peace.